that's probably not better. Or maybe it is, who knows, right? Alrighty, well, I guess so, right? Well, welcome back, guys. Demont here with another video. And today is the 5th, October, right? We also just found out that, excuse-moi, what's his name? Sora has just been announced as the final Smash character in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And I want to say, fucking finally, we can put this shit to rest and move on with our lives to something else better. But I'm pretty excited that that character is in the game, you know. And they've already showed off the movesets and stuff like that. So he seems like he's really going to be a force to be reckoned with. He's very floaty. He's a lightweight character at that. Another swordsman player. Now a lot of people probably don't like, but you know that it is what it is. Oh wow. Sacred Sites Oracles. Karma cards. Music TV series. But and I guess he's going to be released October 18th, so maybe a week from now, I want to say. Where's my calendar? Here we go. Oh, 2 weeks from now. So it'd be not next Monday, but the following Monday. Oh, and my granddad's birthday is next week. Okay, I gotta remember that. But yeah. So he's been announced for Smash. I wasn't really expecting him to be a part of Smash, but I'm kind of glad he is there. I'd rather have him than for them to put Crash in there and not Spyro. I would have felt some type of way if they would have put Crash and not have Crash and Spyro together, even though they're not like a dynamic duo. But you know, if we're celebrating iconic video game characters, I could see them being the addition. The Anubis Oracles. With the Moon Crystal Tarot. Alright. But alright, so these are all the Oracle cards. And these, so we only have 2 tarot and these are all oracles. Wow. And except for the karma cards, right? That's deep. So there's clearly a message that needs to be had here. Well, we have Buckless playing right now. So as I go and look through these cards. Sacred Earth Oracles, Beyond Lemuria. But let's see. Oh, here's my karma cards. I guess right with that being October 18th, it comes like because in the next couple of days we have Metroid Dread coming out as well. Also looking forward to that. I wasn't able to pre-order I wasn't able to pre-order it, so I won't be able to be getting it at release date. You know, but hopefully things will be coming into fruition soon. So I'll be able to play those games. Alright, so small. Kawaii Deck. I was just looking at those. So, alright, so that's over here. Kawaii Deck. Can put over there now. Sacred Sites. And the Sacred Earth. Sacred Sites and the Sacred Earth. There's the Kawaii Deck. So I guess none of the secrets are here other than the sacred, or that's the Earth Warriors. So close that bag up. Also, too, with his character, with Sora being in Smash, you know, that kind of, it kind of, because I was thinking it was going to put Scorpion in it, you know, to show off the fighters of the video game franchises, but they end up going with, you know, more iconic, popular franchises instead. I'm looking for the, here we go. I'm looking for something else. Is that all? Oh no, I'm looking for Big Boy. Where's Big Boy at? He's in here. All the way at the bottom, right? Of course. Say, Houston, we got a problem here. I thought I lost a whole Oracle deck. And out of all the Oracle decks I thought I lost, it would have been Anubis. And I'm like, I noticed somebody didn't try to steal him. That's a bad joint, you stealing him. And that's a you definitely asking for death coming knocking on your door. But the fact that they have Sora there just and the fact that he literally was the most highly anticipated and requested character that they kept hitting since what the Wii U and 3DS era. Like that's how far back we're going with this. And I was just like, I knew something was fishy when they didn't release that ballot. I'm like, something's not adding up here. Like, what are they hiding from us? And lo and behold, it was Sora, because they was waiting for the big shebang. So the fact that they added him, oh wow! I'm like, what the hell happened? Look at that, Mercury retrograde. And we got Steal Away playing right now by Robbie Dupree. Or is that all of them? Yes, we have all of them now. So we have Kawaii Deck. We have Phuck, Karma, Beyond Lemuria, Sacred Sites, Anubis Deck, and Sacred Earth. Gotcha. Alright, and then we have Moon Crystal at the bottom. That's my Sailor Moon deck. But I think we got enough cards here, so maybe next time Sailor Moon. So starting off, I guess since we did the New Moon and Libra earlier today, we're going to start with the Karma cards, see what they have to say. But with today's reading, I hope for good things. I was just watching a few of my favorite readers, and from what I just posted, right, seems like it's correlating with everything. You know, not one to one everything, but it's I'm starting to see the synchronicities in the readings now. Oop. Alrighty. I don't know if I want to take all these. top ramen. So we have two cards already face down. Y'all kind of see. All right. So we have Mars here. We have 4th house, Aquarius, 6th house. And at the bottom of the deck, we have 3rd house. Well, I'm going to read them for you. It says, the drive for the confronting of action, that's Mars, as you did in the past, your home base or your family, do what makes you feel secure, your 4th house. Your vision, what's new and different about, use an unconventional way, in Aquarius. Service to others, what is good for us, your work, 6th house. Oh, wow. So you could have Aquarius in the 6th house, the 4th house. You could have Aquarius Mars, and it could also be in your 3rd house. It's a lot of Aquarius and a lot of houses. But the drive for force, as you did in the past, because we're going to read it like in a sentence going across. So it says, the drive for, as you did in the past, your vision, service to others. It sounds like a riddle, right? So let's try to decipher it, right? The drive for your vision, the drive for your vision, as you did in the past, service to others. So maybe this is, we have Ancient Dreams in the Manga Land by Marina. As you did in the past, right? Service to others. So what you did in your past could be at service to others. But the next card we want to pull from, actually we'll end that off because I know these are no difference from, well, those got something, they got the oracles on to them. So I guess we'll go into the place, right? I want to make sure I pull all the oracles out first before I even touch the tarot. Because then also I have my cards that I want to pull out, because this is why it's called the PYTea, right? The Phuck you TV. The Phuck you tea. I'm not pulling, that wasn't a good shuffle, you know. But look at that, they just want to keep popping out. But confronting the confronting of what's new and different about your home base or your family, what is good for us. So 2 still want to pop out and be seen. So we have, I feel like I read Axum before in a reading, or maybe I was looking at that in the unboxing I did, right? And then we have gelling at the bottom of the deck, which is like, this hammer gives me like Nordic. Oh yeah, because I'm looking at runes and stuff on the side. Oh, and that's gelling. I don't know if y'all seen that. So that's one of the places. So you could be of Nordic descent. What we have here is Gobekli Tepe and Axum. So we talk about services of the past, or as you did in the past, service to others. This could be a significance to somebody. Oh, this could be 2 people, right? I mean, 2 cards did pop out. And I've explained in that last reading, right, that I look at my left side being my feminine energy and my right side being my masculine energy. So like this could be messages to the feminine about a masculine, and this could be messages to the masculine about a feminine. Keep in mind, or in vice versa, you know, take what resonates for your story situation. Also use your discernment. So as I open up the Sacred Earth Oracles, there's friction. Oh, look at that. And we have Barbie Dreams coming up next. Friction. Somebody's a little bit frustrated. Somebody needs to get centered, right? I will read these because these are places, and I know these will definitely kind of dive deep into what the karma cards are saying. But it says action, use an unconventional way and do what makes you feel secure, your work. Oh wow, look at that. Because as I explained to you, I was reading them. I was reading these across like as a sentence, so it could also be a riddle for y'all to decipher as well what that could mean. But if you have, but it has everything to do with action, right? Mars, you know, that's that masculine energy. The Emperor. Emperor definitely wants to show up. And you know what's so crazy, right? Because I really wanted to do something different for the reading, but I'm like, no, we're still in Mercury retrograde. It's not wise to do anything brand new. So stick with this being a PYTea reading, since we kind of already started that. But, or at least I wanted to use specific cards for the reading, right? That's what it was. And I wanted to, or I put them back because I was just like, we didn't want to do anything different just yet. But the cards I wanted to use was the manga deck. And I call that deck specifically the Emperor deck, because on the back of the illustrations is the depiction of the Emperor, you know? I want to use those with the black, I was about to say black romance, but they're not called that. It's called the Black Hollywood Romance Stars. I was thinking about using those two together. But I didn't want to just like force it out, you know, even though it's just like, you know, you can just go by energy and stuff like that. But I was watching a reading earlier from a reader that I watch frequently. Her name is Goddess Queen Just Me. She kind of inspired me. She's one of the readers that inspired me to, you know, start doing these videos. But she ended up using those cards finally. I was happy to see that another reader was using these cards. We have perspective. Look at that, right? So when I seen her, that really got me excited, because like I just did an unboxing of those cards like a few weeks ago, and then like she just purchases and using them. I'm like, that's like double confirmation, you know, that I'm doing something right at least, you know, or I'm in tune to, you know, what she is you know, conveying and putting messages out there. You know, I'm falling into the synchronicities of, you know, the readings. But we have heat, context, and renewal. I was looking at the bottom of the deck. But something needs to be put into perspective. With heat in the bottom, though, that's that passion. Somebody's really like really, like like I can't explain it, because it's like that's how much the passion is there. Like they really have like, they really just want to put their hands around you. They're really passionate about you. But it's like somebody needs to look at something from a different perspective in order for this to happen, right? And here we have it for the PYTea. As we still pull more, the final oracle, right? Well, not the final oracle, because we still got the dream, the Beyond Lemuria. I just realized too that Nikki definitely likes to show up in my readings. So shout out to Nikki, right? You know, the Sagittarius, the my Sagittarius. I'm Sagittarius North Node, right? I know I don't come off as very fiery. I'm very boring. I know, robotic, like a like a robot, right? Such a earth sign. But I've already told you, I can't get in my feelings until like I can get comfortable with people. But oh, look at that, cosmic influences. As looks like in Crescent Ibis, sacred archetypal element of air. So there's your heat and there's your air. So something is definitely about to go up in the flames, right? For better or for worse. I mean, but it says, you know, context under that, and then we have Hathor, which is magic. Look at that. And then underneath that is entering the mystery, because underneath that was renewal. So something is definitely being reborn. Something is being cleansed. It's cosmic influences, right? Needing to gain a different perspective of the cosmic influences that are around you. Feel the heat. Feel the heat around you. It's the air. It's the air and it's the air and the fire. Where's that book at? Because I wanted to read these two. So, Go Black, which is pointing east, which would be on page Oh yeah, because like once this retrograde is over, I wanted to try out that the Black Moon romance spread from with the Black Moon astrology deck, but I also want to use those romance stars as well. If we're gonna do a love reading, right? We're gonna do it right. But table of contents is all right. East, go Beckley, Tepe. Oh, that's Turkey. Page 94. Oh, I didn't know Mount Sinai was in here. Ooh, that's Egypt. Giza is in Egypt too? Oh, wow. Look at that. All right, 94. 94, 94, 94. And then Axum, that is south. And that is Ethiopia. Oh, wow. That is 176. There we go. All right. So we have Gobekli Tepe. Energy focus is resurrection. Oh, look at that. Didn't I say something about, something being reborn with that renewal? The location is Sanliurfa Province, Turkey. Lower World Pass. Gaze into the hollows of the eyes of the skull on the card. And Favorite Things are now playing by Incubus. Look at that. But it says, are you intrigued or scared? The skull appears with this circular void, a symbol of the existence of another dimension that makes possible resurrection of the dead, or the reality of deities, or visitation by beings from other planets. Look carefully at the carved stone creatures either side of the skull. It has been speculated that the strange carvings of animals and faceless beings of the megaliths at Gobekli Tepe, the world's oldest discovered temple complex, are evidence of a fundamental shift in worship that took place in ancient times. The power symbol on this card resembles something rather more sci-fi than prehistoric. Could this mark could this site mark a turning point in our history when an alien influenced civilized humanity, causing us to depict ourselves as superior to all other living things? Are you open to this suggestion, or do you close your mind against anything that challenges received wisdom? Does this alternative history of humanity excite you or terrifies you? This card calls you to remember discovering faith as a child was a joyous, comforting experience or something forced on you. You know what's so crazy? Dave Chappelle just released his last doc, right? His last uh, stand up John on Netflix. Well, at least for a while, he said. He even explained in the thing that he's going to take a break for a minute, you know. But in that show, in that special, right? He's mentioned aliens, right? That's all I gotta say. Y'all make sure y'all check out that special to support Dave Chappelle, because that's some wise wisdom words that man has been spitting for a long time now, and not only to the point where he's even is getting y'all to go back to his other specials to really analyze everything that he's been saying, and that's good because he's really speaking knowledge and spitting knowledge to like a lot of us. I don't know if I really mentioned this. How I've talked about Kanye probably essentially was supposed to be like the Moses leading the people, especially when he did that outburst at TMZ. Like that was supposed to be like the thing that was supposed to awaken all of us. But the way Dave is doing it, he's doing it in a more subtle way. It's just like if Kanye out of all people can't get people to wake up in the way that they need to wake up, then how about I have to really get niggas to sit and listen and do research for themselves to learn. And when I say niggas, I don't just mean black folks. I mean just anybody that really is listening to him and follow him and understand who he is as an artist, you know. Because he's not just a comedian. He's definitely an artist. He's an entertainer. He's a performer. But he's also an educator too. But the middle world presence, the beautiful carved limestone megaliths said to have been erected some 12,000 years ago, look much like totem poles. However, many of the animals appear prehistoric. Dinosaurs such as Diplodocus or Tyrannosaurus rex or primal looking serpents. Does this indicate that the stones are much older than currently believed? Or does it show that those who raised them had knowledge of past millennia? When this site was deliberately buried, apparently in order to preserve it, smaller versions of it appeared throughout the neighboring landscapes, allowing the continuation of worship. If you have always struggled with your beliefs or continually find yourself questioning things, know that now is the time to resurrect what feels right or to move on. Raised by the Wolves is also playing by Miles Chancellor, right? So you probably feel like you're a lone wolf. But then if you're raised by wolves, right? They usually travel in packs. So it's like one of those type of things. Like you feel like you're a lone wolf, but yet you travel in a pack. It's like one of those type of. But with the bottom of the karma deck, the karma cards, it says your ideas, short-term thinking, and trips. Who or what is around you, right? With the heat, something around you is starting to heat up. So, oh yeah, something around you is blowing up. Because with the air there and that heat, you know, I'm looking at the air kind of like gaslighting the heat. to really like burn up inside. So it's like it's really getting you to question things. Well, there we go with the beliefs. If you're questioning your beliefs, that's probably what's which like gaslighting you, bursting the flames, right? Or gaslighting the situation. Upper world is potential. Whether you continue in your beliefs or decide to change them, your choice will be scrutinized. Just as the vulture on this card watches over the worlds, but its role is to be a protector rather than an inquisitor. The vulture is a bird of the shaman, the shapeshifter. Wow, right? So this also could be related to that same reading, right? That new moon in Libra reading I just did, literally, because we read that shapeshifter and was grinding my gears was that popped up, right? So somebody was mad tight about a situation, but which is why this heat and this air is here. So still somebody else, right, is getting their feathers ruffled. You got it looks like a stork here, like a bird here, but then you also look at the heat here, and it's like wings here. So somebody's getting their feathers ruffled. But the vulture is a bird of the shaman, the shapeshifter, carrying the souls of the dead into the other world. It is a symbol of death and rebirth. And wasn't endings and beginnings in that reading too? Should the vulture appears to you soon, it is an indication that you will be supported in your choice to live or believe differently, to rebirth yourself. As the snake symbolizes the shedding of a skin that no longer fits, which makes you feel ill at ease, so the vulture offers to carry it away. When you have the courage to venture into the great void, you may dwell in the darkness for a while. Don't despair. Know that you will reach the light. Didn't something about light at the end of the tunnel too popped up? Just saying. Visualization and snake. Imagine yourself at midnight, waiting to enter the great temple of Gobekli Tepe. As you are called to enter, notice serpentine imagery all around you. Following the priest's instructions, you place your hands on carved pillars either side of you and feel the snake energy boring into your palms. Like poison being sucked out, a black snake slithers from your palms into the stone pillar, taking with it toxins from your body and old, unwanted behavior. Now allow the snake to replenish you with its energy, giving you all that you need for your journey. Be that healing, knowledge, and balance, sexuality, or a dose of divine power. Absorb the energy and let the snake be your support to support your staff. You, excuse me. You ask for an awakening, and so your Kundalini energy has been aroused. Up there's that heat. Once you have received all that you need, give thanks and return to the here and now. Oh wow! Here we go with Freaks by Vicious and Dougie Fresh. As we talk about the Kundalini, right? The Kundalini energy. But the thing about it is, right? Well, no. I mean, there's no thing about it. It definitely seems like somebody's like starting to change. Yeah, the renewal, changing perspectives with the cosmic influences. Oh wow, right? So you're finally allowing your spirit guides to communicate with you. So you're finally listening to your spirit guides. Your spirit guides are giving you that push to give you that different perspective on how to on how you view life, right? So that's where this heat and this air is coming in, because you still got the air and the magic underneath that, the crescent ibis with Hathor right under. And Hathor is the medicine woman, integration. One of those readings could have been that last reading, right? We pulled from the Earth Warriors, right? It wasn't what is that, the horse that popped out? Medicine horse? Freedom to express themselves. But now they're taking action with that Mars. But the action is with the vision. Using an unconventional way, right? Different perspective. And now with the snake here, or with the Gobekli Tempe, right? That's talking about resurrection, right? Endings and beginnings. Death of the ego, literally. Again, I didn't even have to pull tarot out yet. Oh, and I'll still have to. That was 190. Was it one? Oh shit. Was it 176? Oh yeah, 176. Axum, right? Manifestations. Before we even go into it, as you did in the past, service to others, your home base or family, what is good for us? Do what makes you feel secure. Your work, right? Just remember that. This is 4th house and 6th house we're talking about here, y'all. Manifestations is the card that fell on top of this. So, oh wow, so now we're getting it on tonight, right? Because in that reading, right, I was explaining, right, in that new moon reading, in that new moon and Libra reading, I was explaining how my right ear was ringing. And I was talking about how my left side of getting that, because when I'm ringing the ears is downloads, right? So I ended up getting a download in my reading yesterday, and it rang heavy in my ear because, right, usually that's confirmation to tell me to sit still. And I need to be honest with y'all, I end up applying to go back to an old job, right? I had an interview today and I decided not to go now because of that confirmation, to focus on my work, do what makes me feel secure. Now, it's really thinking about the home base and family, but also my work. And I've been trying to work from home as well, and working right for that job kind of, defeats the purpose, working from home. However, the way that company is set up, right, I can work from home, but will they give me the position to work from home, right? That's why I need to sit still, and I really either need to do more research or continue working on a specific app that company runs, right? for things to work out for me in that way, right? It's Amazon, basically, is what I'm trying to get at. They basically rule the damn world right now. So it's just like, working for Amazon is it's like how I'm about to at this point. Because like I can go back to my position before working for them, or I can go on Twitch and work for them in a different way, right? It's just all about perspective and cosmic influences, right? I got to download. It's like, to really think about what I'm about to do, really take a different perspective. It's like really take the initiative to go into, not even go into it, just do things from a different perspective. I've already done that 9 to 5 going to work situation. Like, we've done that already. So it's like literally trying to trust the divine, right? Trust yourself and trust the divine. Trust that the divine got you in the decisions that you make, because they are guiding you. right? So no need to get your feathers all ruffled up, right? When you have ideas, right? Your because it says your ideas, short-term thinking, and trips. Who or what is around you? Just be mindful of that. You can't be in the short-term thinking anymore. You gotta think long-term, right? So for me to sit there and apply for that, to reapply for a job, that's short term thinking, right? We already know that we already know that it's not going to work out in that way, shape or form, and we already know that you are only getting that job for the intentions of trying to, you know, buy certain things. It's not even really to like take care of myself because I know how to take care of myself, you know, you know. But it's just more so like focus on your job, focus on your work, right? Focus on your business, which you've been doing, service to others, right? What's good for us, the collective, not just myself. Going to that Amazon, doing that position for Amazon, that's only work for myself. Not working for myself, but that's service to myself, not really to others. I feel like if I keep going to work and then coming here, that's still taking away from y'all. I think if I can, even if, right, because it seems like they still, if I'm not being full force trying to pump out readings, doing the zodiac readings like other readers do, you definitely don't want to put myself in going off the deep end on that. Take my time. They ain't I've explained to you. I've explained myself before. Like I don't be feeling pressure to do readings. I don't be feeling obligated to do readings, but I also don't feel unobligated to not do them either. It's not like I'm doing these just for. It's doing them to help others, right? And that's why I take my time with trying to put videos out there because it's not even about trying to it's not for clout, right? As in, it's not doing it to be famous or anything. If people recognize get these messages, that's the importance, you know. And then if the messages really resonate with with the collective, like a grander collective, then that's even bigger. It's a good thing. But I'm not doing that with the intentions for money. Put it like that. It's really to serve others. You know. And then even after I get off this reading, I'm gonna go straight into setting up my my playthrough for Pokemon. Right? Another form of work that I need to put into perspective, right? I can't just be doing readings as well. I am a gamer, as I talked about before, but lower world. Pass. Oh, but it says Axum. Focus energy is manifestations. Location is Tigray region, Ethiopia. Lower world pass. Great mysteries have manifested at Axum. The card depicts between two brightly burning candles a treasury containing the true ark. Oh, right. Noah's Ark, right? The true ark of the covenant, said to be housed in a chapel in this ancient city. The bright star power symbol on the card has relevance to many. It speaks of the future of the nation, or the Star of David, or so of King Solomon, and of the sacred pentagram. You know the fuck what? King Solomon and King David. Are connections, right? Or they just King. I know two people, put it like that share King David and King Solomon, which represents the four basic elements of earth, water, air, and fire, plus the essence of spirit. Well, you already have air here, with the archetypal element of air, right? And then, I mean, you could look at this as fire with heat. So you still have fire and air here. Cosmic influences as well as spirit, you know? And when you see perspective, you got an angel here. More wings, right? More wings from the same cards. Wings. So you could be dealing with an angel, right? Earth angel, fallen angel, sacred black sheep, you know? A sacred angel, right? Guardian angel. Temperance angel. Oh, my nose is itching now. But the Bible warns of the evils of the five-pointed star in the story of the downfall of Venus, renamed Lucifer. Oh, wow. I read this before, but like I forgot about this, right? Why steer us away? Is there too much negativity in your past? Perhaps you are tired of listening to others complain. Instead, look upon all that you do with wonder and awe. See your world through new eyes and bring all that is hidden to light. By doing so, joy will accompany you and the magic will become a part of your everyday reality. Right? So, right, we were looking at this. Your ideas, short-term thinking, who or what is around you. And we talked about the heat, right? Things burning up. You're heated. Either something's burning up. Something's pissing you off, or something's really like lighting your fire. Something's striking a chord in you. But with this air here, right? I just feel like this air is really adding to this fuel. Like it's really adding to this, you know. But it's like it's learning to it's understanding, right? The perspectives. Somebody's going through something. This could be. Oh shit! Here's my right ear now ringing. It's not as deep as my left ear, but feels like summer. Oh shit! The heat, right? Somebody's something probably happened. Oh, so you feel like summer to somebody. That's what it is. Right? But it's but by doing so, joy will accompany you and magic will become a part of your everyday life. So yeah, it says see your world through new eyes. A different perspective, right? And bring all that is hidden to light. Cosmic influences. But middle world present. Do you take everything at face value? Do you believe all that you are told? Sometimes truth can only come from firsthand experience. Exactly. The Chapel of the Tablets, said to house the true Ark of the Covenant, is at the church dedicated to Saint Mary of Zion, built on the remains of the original church. Why was the Ark left here, so far from the heartlands of Judaism and Christianity? You are being called to investigate all that does not sit easily with you. To walk in wisdom and speak wisely, you must seek knowledge first and experience as much as you can. Only then you can declare your opinion as truth rather than taking on someone else's. Exactly. When you are grounded in your own true understanding of the world, you will be amazed by what will become possible for you. Upper world potential. Look deep into the eyes of the mysterious, dark beauty of the upper world. She represents the Queen of Sheba and beckons you to make the most of what you have. Look at that. This is, and like I said before, right? This could be to a feminine energies, right? So this could be a masculine, a man working in feminine energy, and this could be a woman working in masculine energy. But also, right, I am a man working in feminine energy, so this advice is for me, right? This could be for somebody that I know, right? Just saying. And the only reason why I say that is because of this, and these. Like these two are very important. The fourth house and the sixth house are very important to me, as I've already explained to you before about trying to work from home, right? Different perspective, cosmic influences, those downloads, right? And I still didn't even pull from my card yet, right? But it says she took our artist's journey to visit King Solomon in Israel. In those times, even though a queen, she was still just a woman and did not warrant respect. However, using her best aspects, her intelligence, her wit, and her charm, as well as her beauty, she managed to gain respect from Solomon himself. He asked the queen to renounce her worship of the sun and instead embrace Yahweh, the Hebrew word for God. This is funny, y'all. Because I feel like this is that sound like some shit that Leo would try to do, right? Because the Leo is who I associate with King Solomon, while the Aquarius, right, is who I associate with King David. And I need to, I guess, do more research on their relations towards each other, right? Because it's funny how like the Leo and the Aquarius, they know each other from the past. So what does King David and King Solomon have in relations to each other with, right? But it says, after seeking counsel, she accepted, then returned home. Perhaps this episode is what convinced Solomon to later make her lands the resting place of the Ark of the Covenant. What are your own good points? You need to recognize and celebrate all your positives, be the kindness or logic, beauty or strength. Once you take full ownership of your own skills and abilities, you will manifest the world that you deserve. Excuse me. I guess this is the healing process, but it says creating a sacred ark. Oh, right. I like that. Sacred ark, sacred black sheeps, you know. That word sacred is definitely something that people should really take heed to and understand, like the validity of the meaning of the word. You know, I'm not just using that as some cool name, you know, because I'm a gamer, which is why I have it, but I don't just want to use it as some cool gamer name. It's importance, there's innuendos, and there's meaning behind things. Like, I don't just give myself names just to give myself names. They also have to have some type of meaning to my life in every way, shape, or form, you know. Pull references. How else people are going to know you, even as you try to be mysterious, you know, when you change your name and all that other stuff. But it says, our world is made of energy, so the more power you put into a thought, the more that thought will grow, becoming real. The purpose of this exercise is to create your own sacred ark and use it as a tool to connect all that is sacred to your path, enhancing your attributes and manifesting your desires. First, list your best attributes on a piece of paper. Then decorate a small box, your personal ark, which you will use to contain the energies of all of your good points. Now, find a secret place to store the box. Before you place it there, clear the space first by lighting sage or using a clearing or using clearing spray. You may like to light candles as you place your ark there, and perhaps to cover the box in velvet cloth. However you wish to sanctify your ark, know that the universe is ready to enhance all that is placed within it, giving it due respect and enabling you to grow fully into who you have become here to be. So there you go, right? Manifesting. As you did in the past, service to others. As you did in the past. You know, that's so crazy how they talked about King Solomon and King David, right? And Queen Sheba. But as you did in the past, service to others, right? Just think about that. Your past life. Should I even pull out? I don't know. So like, should I even pull out the tarot? Even though we kind of already pulled out cards to insinuate pulling out the cards, but all right. So we're gonna split this in half, right? So we're gonna do this over here for that one, and then we're gonna do that for that. Oh, we have Private Investigator as we split the deck for this side, and we have Verse Top over here. So somebody's definitely spying. Somebody's spying on somebody. Somebody's watching. As I say that, right? Faith without works is dead. So be mindful of that. Dominant. Somebody's trying to be dominant over you, but they can't if it's coming up in reverse. Oh, look at that, without me. And we have harvest season. Oh, look at that, right? Your work. So what you've been working on. Divine individual. It's time for an upgrade. How can you love me after everything we've been through? Family affairs / ties. Learn one new thing today. Exactly. What was that beeping noise? I don't like that. That was from my watch. But divine individual, how can you love me after everything that we've been through? Somebody is saying. Somebody's dealing with family ties. That they're learning something new today. I guess they learned something new today about that, their family ties and their control issues. Somebody's being dominant and it's time for them to upgrade, right? Looking at things from a different perspective. That's what they're learning. That's what the learned lesson, if something learned today is, right? But the verse top is significant, right? Unconditionally, I love you. That's how somebody feels. Masculine energy, deja vu. I've been here before. It's a future I can see. So somebody's definitely of masculine energy, right? So like I said before, even though this is I look at my left side being my feminine side and my right side being my masculine side, this also could be a man working in feminine energy, but yet we still have masculine energy here. So, and then you have dominant over here. So, like, look at that. Jail, house arrest. Well, that's probably why somebody is tight. Somebody either is going to jail or is on house arrest. An artist, a painter, judge. Ooh. Was that it? Why is you being weird? Sneaky link. Okay. Well. Tell me how does it feel sitting over there, feeling so high, but too far away to hold me? So somebody's on house arrest, right? Somebody's or court, right? So I don't think I have a court card up there, but that also could be something, right? Somebody could be seeing a judge. Oh, and look, we have home. So somebody could be house arrest right now. Oh shit, right? So wow. Lost in London. By Asian. Alright, I'm not gonna be too long with the tarot. At the bottom of the deck, we have the devil, addictions, bad habits, toxicity, but we also have the hermit. Wow, right? The hermit and the devil. And I've stated this. I don't think I've stated this before, but whenever I see 9/15, that thinks about my birthday. So we have the hermit here. Oh, look at that, justice and the 7 of cups, right? So we have 9/15, which is the hermit and the devil. So somebody's definitely have been reflecting, going within, doing some soul searching. But this house arrest could be, right? Justice and a hermit, house arrest. Judge is right there. An artist or a painter. Somebody's a musician, right? As well. Somebody could be doing music. But somebody's trying to link up with you. Somebody wants to have a sneaky link. Deja vu, right? It's either somebody's clairvoyance. Somebody's using their clairvoyance. Oh, right? So somebody's trying to oh, wow, they can't because... So somebody's trying to set up a sneaky link. Somebody's frustrated because they can't get a sneaky link to happen because they're on house arrest. Queen of Pentacles, 4 of Cups. And that's what Queen of Pentacles doesn't see coming. Queen of Pentacles is in reverse. 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands is about a conflict. And there's the Lovers, and there's the 8 of Swords. Look at that. Look at that. Somebody's locked up. Somebody's trapped. Lost in London. Lost in London, right? Something about a trip. Short-term thinking in trips. Queen of Swords. Somebody's ready to cut somebody off, right? Somebody's been thinking about something. 8 of Swords. Somebody's been thinking about... somebody's been... Because it's the 6, 7, 8 for me. It's the 6, 7, 8 for me. So something is and something is going right. Something's going into order, right? You have a divine individual here, and somebody. It's time for an upgrade, right? So 6, 7, 8, and we saw what was as I split the deck, right? It was 9/15, right? 9 is Virgo, Hermit. Harvest season. Why is you being weird? Well, 2 of Swords, peace. Right? That's all we want is peace. 6 of Wands is victory, right? Come on now. Peace and victory. Prosperity. You know. Lost in London, right? Asian is the name of the artist, but it's the alliterations, right? But it's the loss. It's being trapped, right? That's a lot of cards. we have abundance, we have happiness, and we have Knight of Wands. At the bottom of the deck is, look, the star card, healing. Oh, wow. Somebody's Watching Me by Rockwell, right? And we said something about private investigator, right? And a verse top was over here. Knight of Wands, somebody's taking action to their happiness and their abundance. So maybe that private investigator, oh, right, could, because somebody's on house arrest, they've gotten somebody to spy on you. Apparently somebody's been spying on you, and that's why they're tight. That's why they're in heat. You know, because of the information that they're being given, right? Because the information that is being given is ruffling their feathers, right? So the information is it's Queen of Swords, right? They ready to cut a bitch off. Ooh, King of Pentacles is right underneath that. So star card there is the healing. I'm gonna leave it just like this, right? Because again, this still might mean that, like, this why you being weird. That's probably why they watching you. Oh, wow. So this was already turned over. But I think this was already like that even when, like, before I shuffled and stuff like that. So this is probably something I needed to fix. But because this showed out like that, this is, like, very significant. I'm not going to read that, but y'all can. Make sure y'all see that. But I'll read it says throat chakra, express your truth, right? And at the bottom it says merging with the divine, cosmic influences, divine individual, right? You listening to those downloads, that means that you're getting to look at things from a different perspective, right? Even when it comes to taking action, because as I told you before, like, I got that ringing in my right ear now in this reading, but it wasn't as loud as that ring was, last night. It's like also me trying to, is it me learning to gain a different perspective on how to take an action, or is it them learning to take that action? Oh, look at the manifestations, right? Because again, if I'm working in the feminine energy, if I'm used to working in the feminine energy, working with the feminine energy, not actually, like, really, like, well, yeah, working with it, but like embodying it. Because I was more so like trying to get a balance of it. I am a man, so it's just like I do, there's certain things that I have to do as a man, right? But when you're on your own and you're raised the way that you are, it's a different perspective on how you would look at things, right? Vulnerability, right? Superstar Evolution. Superstar Part 0 by KOS is playing, but that's a song of mine that I like. But it says vulnerability. Oh, this is what the card looks like. But it says, when we are truly honest with ourselves and all our facets, we are vulnerable. That honesty is an important step in discovering our shadows and bringing them into the light for healing. When we share our vulnerabilities with others, we allow them to glimpse a deeper part of ourselves. Be vulnerable with yourself and others. It may be time to step into the role of healer and hold space. Holding space means being fully present without judgment in a way that provides a safe and nurturing environment. Here, guards are dropped, a deeper level of awareness and relating can unfold, and profound healing takes place. So somebody needs to be more vulnerable with their approach, right? If I put myself into the perspective of the two individuals, the two divine individuals that I speak about, a lot, I have to, right, be vulnerable, right? I have to allow for them to come in and be vulnerable themselves as well, to express themselves freely as well. Give them that opportunity to feel, right? I know I've stated to the Aquarius on multiple occasions through written text, not really face to face, and not face to face. I expressed my love towards him, you know, but in a way that it was never in a sense to like trigger him to even respond, but I just would like let him know I care about you. Wish you well. I hope that things are working out for you, and that you are with your son and stuff like that. That's usually be the messages I send to him. The Leo, on the other hand, I don't really express how much I truly do care about him, but I only withhold that information because I get the impression that he just doesn't give a fuck about anybody whatsoever, due to just how he's been brought up. So like I still try to hold on to the idea that he is a human being. So like there are lessons that we all learn having these human experiences. Hopefully that he's actually learning from them, so he can grow and become a better individual, right? Evolution. But I also can't force myself on these people, on these individuals as well. We divine individuals, we all go through our own separate journeys. We all got our own separate paths, even if people are aware of that or not. Even if people are aware of this twin flame, divine union, all that. Like, even if that makes sense to people or not, even if you don't believe in that or not, like you still got your own spiritual path and understanding on finding out who God is to you. And then how we go about living in this world with that knowledge, right? As well. With the Star card here and the Queen of Swords, that's Aquarius, but I'm also so you got double Aquarius here. You have Aquarius literally right here, but then you have the Star card there, which is healing, right? And there you go, Two of Wands, which is dominion, dominant, control. Somebody who's trying to control a King of Pentacles, right? So there's a Queen of Swords, right? That's also somebody working in their feminine energy. And just because somebody's working in their feminine energy doesn't mean, right, that they are a man or a woman, right? And Dragons is now playing by Princess Nokia. But with that Queen of Pentacles in reverse and the Four of Cups, this masculine energy thinks that someone is trying to offer something to them, but the Queen of Pentacles is closed off to receiving that emotional connection. Because the Four of Cups is usually something that you don't see coming, and so some readers say this is a missed opportunity with the Four of Cups. But if the Queen of Pentacles is in reverse, maybe maybe she's not as, right. She's not as nurturing. She's not as giving. She's not as open to whoever this, you know, Aquarius Mars person is, right? Whoever's about to take action with their vision. Oh wait, that wasn't reverse, because the action, I remember seeing it, and it's yeah, taking action in the vision. But you have happiness and abundance here with the Knight of Wands. You see that's somebody taking action. That's Wands too. That's that fire. There's that heat, right? Taking charge. Mars, Aries, right? Taking action to your happiness and abundance. Or was it the abundance and the happiness, right? But it's same difference, right? But the abundance and the happiness is there though, right? That's what you need to take action on, right? The cosmic influences is getting you to gain a different perspective. I think that's why I'm getting the downloads, right? This also could be a message to me as well, to reach out to a divine individual, right? And vice versa. You know, who knows? Again, I don't want to look at that reading and be like, I'm supposed to, and I don't want to reach out to them and be like, you know, well, I mean, I can reach out to them, but I don't have to mention the reading at all. You know, I can just reach out to them and be like, you know, just checking up on you guys. But reaching out to the Aquarius means that I actually have to show up to his doorstep, because I'm blocked on all social medias, right? And I don't want to keep doing that, because that's like boundaries. Right? And I don't want to, but look at me, overthinking the situation. Control, right? Just take action. Go with your what you feel, right? If you're passionate about someone, then take that action. As I'm saying this to myself, but to anybody that needs to hear that though, right? But yeah, it's the different perspectives. You know, I still feel like though, and it's just not just me being petty, anti-hero. I still feel like they would need to take action due to me constantly, always reaching out, like literally always reaching out, and it's just for me not reaching out. It's just a self-respect thing. You know, love myself. You know, if you really true love these people like you say you do, then it's time for you to stop focusing on them and put effort and energy and time into yourself. Because if you really are an influence to them in any way, shape, or form, as much as they were to you, then they would come back to you and express themselves how they need to. Fragments. Influence, right? If somebody feels like you're being weird to them, or you feel like somebody's being weird to you, it could be vice versa, right? So I feel like somebody's being weird, right? Because they haven't been truthful to me about anything. You know? But you gotta look at things from a different perspective on the whole thing, right? They're being weird because, right, their thing was this. They cut people off. Because their thing was this, at least for one of the divine individuals, right? Their thing was this. If they cut you off, they cut you off. And there's no going back on that. Queen of Swords, right? They quick to cut somebody off with no hesitations, right? If it's causing some blockages, they gonna cut you off. But if they felt like that was the extreme, right? Then how do you heal from that? Because you got the star card there with the Queen of Swords. Star card is all about healing. Queen of Swords is usually, she's quick with the words, right? So maybe they're quick words, right? They're the way they go about things can be or maybe this person, right? The way they go about things, right? Because if the Queen of Swords is usually quick to cut somebody out, their words usually hurt. But with the Star card here, this person, their words are very healing. But it's just somebody's control over the situation that's been the issue. 9 of Wands, 3 of Wands. Right? 2 of Wands. Wow, look at that. All that fire. Alright. Well, somebody's definitely passionate about you. That's the frustration. That's the 8 of Swords, right? How do you express how you feel towards somebody that you've that God literally left out in the cold? 5 of Pentacles. Oh, wow. I didn't mean to do that. The card flipped out, but I was trying to point at the fragment card. But what card flew out? Fertility? 7 of Swords? 7 of Swords is trying to get away with something, being sneaky. But like I said before, private investigator, right? But we have Get It Together by Drake and Georgia Smith and Black Coffee. Right? Learn something new today. How can you love me after everything we've been through? Prudence. 8 of Pentacles. That's why. All that hard work and effort that you put into somebody, you just can't give that up, regardless of the fragments, right? Regardless of being left out in the cold, right? Regardless of the control. Harvesting season. Right? That's why I'm being weird. Because it's harvesting season. I can't act the way I used to act. Right? We can't act the way we used to act. Collective. Anymore. To situations that no longer serve us. Because we've been working on ourselves, right? And our families, and our family dynamics, right? And our stabilities, our work. So if somebody thinks that you're being weird because you're not playing in their reindeer games, well, voila, this is why. It's more important to focus on ourselves and our stabilities than to entertain the fuckery. Get it together, y'all, right? Get it together. Where's that book? The book is right here. But I guess that's it. I'm looking at North Node at the bottom of the karma. Oh, and look, it still popped right back out. Perspective. Center. Meditate, right? And look at things from a different perspective now. Somebody said the song that's playing is I Don't Care. Nah, you better care if this is coming up in reverse. You gon' care when you got to look at things from a different perspective, when you have to look at things from a different perspective other than yours, right? Right? But I want to pull one more. And as we talk about fire, right? Because now at the bottom of this deck, we got the desert here. Here's the fire element. And underneath that, entering the mystery. All right. Perception. All right. And clarity. Because I'm like, I need some clarity on that. What's perception versus perspective? Because perception. How you perceive things. There we go. There you go. Perception. So perspective is looking at it from literally somebody else's point of view, while perception is how to go about it in a different way, or how you're receiving something in a different way. Perception. Let's actually read that, and then we'll end it off, y'all, with this reading. If I can find the box. Oh, it's right here beside me. And that is number, well, they don't have numbers, but they don't have the table of contents. Connections, consistency, context, core. Perception. There we go. Got you. All right. Earthly meaning. Listen, observe, and better your chances. Rely on your direct experience. Do not be swayed by reputation, gossip, or third-party account. Trust your perception and interpretation of a situation. Be wary of gaslighting or of someone who undermines your sense of self and the world around you. Develop and hone your sensitivities. Look at that. And then we also have North Node looking at me from the Karma cards, right? Stepping into your North Node. Figure out what your North Node is, right? Underneath that. Oh, wow, look at that. North and South Node. Right next to each other. Pisces. So somebody probably has a Pisces North Node and then a Leo South Node, or a Pisces South Node and a Leo North Node, right? That could be a significance, but finding out what your North Node is it's crucial to your life purpose. But perception, and I lost the darn page. Oh, there we go. But the spiritual meaning now. Your senses are clouded by thoughts and emotions. Try to distance yourself from what others say. Detach emotionally, quiet your judgment, and clear your thoughts. Find a quiet place, preferably in nature, where you can relax and refresh your perception. Let your instincts guide you to the clear, unmistakable voice that comes not from your thoughts, but from your soul. Insight. Touch, taste, smell, sight, and hearing are only 5 ways of interpreting the world around us. Many animals can sense Earth's magnetic field. Some can see heat, and others use echolocation, being able to sense light, predators, food, heat, water pressure, or an approaching storm increases a being's chances of survival. As senses evolve according to need, an earthworm and a robin perceives the world very differently. The world remains the same, but there are countless ways of perceiving and experiencing it. We develop and hone our senses as we interact with our environment. We learn to allow for the infraction of light when looking through water. If we pay attention, we can sense the sudden drop in temperature and air pressure that can signal rain. Sound was always a reality, but the world was silent until life developed the complex ability to hear it. What else might we sense about the world if we could hone our ability to perceive it? Alrighty. So we had to learn, right? Learn one new thing today. So perception. How to perceive things. How to interpret things, right? I'm not your average reader, right? I'm not your traditional reader as well. So I'm definitely going against the grain. But, you know, you do what you love. You gotta do what you love. Princess of Dis. Right? Oh, wow. But the princess, right, is supposed to be the well, I look at the Pentacles, right? They're all about materials, but they're the business, right? You're doing what you love for your work, your finances. Just think about that. But Candy is playing right now. I'm not pulling no more cards. But we still have vulnerability here at the bottom of this deck. And what was evolution? So evolution and perception. But we have loving compassion as well. So y'all want to take a look at that? I'm not gonna read that to y'all. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, and comment. If you're following me on Twitch, please, thank you guys for tuning in and listening. And share the content if it helped in some way, shape, or form. Even if it doesn't resonate with you, right? Be mindful that there's other people in your life that are going through things, and these messages could benefit somebody in your life. And if you don't think so, and it somehow comes up that it does resonate with somebody in your life, and you don't relay the message to them, that's also your karma too as well. Just saying. And I'm not just saying that just to, scare people or whatever, but that's just literally how it is. If there's messages that need to be put out for people to hear, and you know somebody that's going through a similar situation, and you don't even want to relay the message to them, you're only blocking your abundance and your happiness as well. Just saying. Because that message could help that person in every way, shape, or form to handle their situation, or just to go through life a little bit better than what they're going through, right? And I know that it's hard to see other people do better before you, right? But you also got to look at it like maybe it's not your time to enjoy happiness and abundance just yet. And I know that sounds a little fucked up, but be mindful of your situation. Everybody's life path is different. And I was looking at I was watching a video, right, and I said I was going to end it, but this is still kind of important because it's what I was talking about. But I was watching a video that was stating how, what is her name? Adrienne Bailon, right? She's been struggling for years to have a baby, right? And how her co-worker, her co-host, Jeannie Mai, who stated years, how she didn't want to have a baby, for her to get a baby, right? And, it's like, now, Adrienne, at least, is publicly, humbling herself and showing that, like, there's no animosity or ill will towards, Jeannie, having a child, this, that, and the third, you know. But you also got to look at it. And she's explained to herself. And I'm not saying, like, I'm not trying to discredit what she's saying at all. Because, it's very wise for her to say that. Her having that acknowledgement only means that she's going to get what's for her. And she said even if she don't have the baby, right? Because this is her still being humble with herself, right? She's like, even if I don't have this baby, I'm still blessed with what God has given me, And you also have to look at that too. You may be wanting something, right? And you may be wanting something so bad, but you also have to listen to what the divine is trying to tell you. Maybe it's not your time to have that, what it is that you're trying to work for, or looking at it from a different perspective, right? Sometimes you get put into situations to test you, right? If you really want to have this, we're going to give somebody else this to see how you're going to handle it as well. Inspire others with, be prepared to sacrifice for, yielding is the only way to, Neptune, right? And then if you flip it, it says the idealization of confusion regarding sacrifice, right? Then we have Taurus at the bottom. But it's just really think about that, when it comes to these readings in general. You watch these because you want to learn. You watch these readings because you probably want to learn about what's going on with your significant other or the person that you're crushing on. But it's far beyond that at this point. These could be, because people really go through some shit, y'all, and it's like, it's not about like if they're cheating on you or not. It's more so about like, if you find out this information, how are you going to go about this? How are you going to handle this person now that you know this information that they've been keeping from you as well? That as well. But it's also too taking it with a grain of salt. Not looking at it as facts. But if it resonates, you can't deny what the fuck hits you, right? If it resonates, it resonates. If it don't, it don't. Right? That's the balance of it all. Right? But just because it doesn't resonate with you doesn't mean that, right, it's not for somebody else. So just be mindful of other people when you're watching these videos. That's why, right, I still share not every single video that I watch, but I do share what stands out to me the most of the readings. So it's not just like because most readers, the readers that I watch, they talk about other things before they get into their readings. So, and that's usually more informative for me than the actual reading themselves. Because then it goes into like, specifics. And when you look at these readings, you gotta look at it like a lottery, y'all. Like there's billions upon billions of people looking at these videos. So you're when you're watching this, you can't expect to be specifically to you. And that's why you gotta keep it general. You gotta look at it from a grander scale of the collective. So it may not resonate with you, but it may hit a few people that you may know, or even may come across people that you follow on social media as well. So I'm on Twitch, I'm on YouTube, I'm also on Twitter. I have a Instagram, but that's a new one. I might just reopen my old one again. Or reactivate my old one again. Who knows? I don't really care for Instagram, honestly. I'm just like, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Twitch, I'm on YouTube. I don't care for Facebook and Instagram like that. But I have them now. That's cool. Hey baby is playing now. I guess that's it. I don't feel like there's any more else to say. I think I've said what I said about, getting these messages out there. And you can doubt me all you want to. That's your karma, not mine. But like, y'all watch these readings because y'all want it. You want to know like the things about you, but when it's your time, guys. That's all I have to say. It's what I really was trying to get at with that story with Adrian Balon and Jeannie Mai. Because it's not about trying to throw Adrian under the bus, because I really do love her, And if it's not her time to have a child, it's not her time to have a child. But when she does have that baby, though, it's going to be beautiful, and she's going to be the best damn mom in the world. That's also, good things comes to those who wait, and it's like, and that's the beauty of like life and just your faith. Because she's really talking about her faith and putting her faith in God and trusting God and stuff like that. And and I would love to see her have this baby. But even if she don't have this baby, it's just like, she still has a life that she can live that's like so much grand, right? Because when you have children, or even when you come into union with somebody, right? You start to take away from yourself. Your focus stops becoming about yourself, and it starts to be about the people around you. And it's not a bad thing, but you have to understand, if God needs you on a mission to do something, there's going to be some sacrifices. So you may not need a family for what God needs you to do, right? He may allow you to have a husband or a wife, but the kids may be the biggest distraction or the setback in this journey for y'all, right? That also could be another thing for some people, right? Or at least that could be in her situation, right? It's like, y'all, we want things because what we grew up, and how we grew up. Family is like the ultimate thing for most of us, right? Having the family, that's the end goal for all of us, right? We want to have a family, but just because we want that and that's what we're longing for, doesn't mean that it's going to be that way. Not saying that you're not going to have a family, but it's the perception, right? Perception and the perspective. Think about that, right? Look at it from a different perspective, and then how you're going to perceive that. Because like the idea for me, right, it's not even traditional family anymore. Like, I don't see myself being married to anybody, and a man or a woman. Like, I don't see myself being in a traditional marriage. But I do see myself being with somebody. I do see kids around in my life, whether they be mine biologically or not. I still see myself raising children. But it's all about, does God need me to have that in this lifetime, right? I'm attracted to men for reasons, or or not, right? It may be a purpose for that. But I know one thing, though, compared to how my dad grew up, I'm not falling into the same traps that he did, which held him back or even took him off his path, right? Because he's definitely a fallen angel, in my eyes at least. He's definitely fallen off his path. Not saying like he's out here wilding out or anything, but it's just like, But I can't even put too much judgment on him. I don't know the contract and agreement that he had with God, right? So, as of right now, I have three of swords. Not wow, right? 10, strength, page of cups. Oh wow, look at that. And I got headphones on too, y'all. But yeah. It was just me looking at things from a different perspective. Just even when as I do tarot, right? I'm not just doing this for y'all too. I'm doing this to help myself as well. When I do the tags on YouTube, I do entertainment, but I also do educational, and I'm also starting to add the self-help hashtags to them as well. Because I rather people coming in to help themselves, not just for other people. Like, that's what I want, at least my intentions when I put out these readings, to at least be directed towards the people that want to help themselves. Because that's how I end up getting inspired to get into tarot in the first place. I watch these readers, right? I mean, it did start off with trying to understand certain people, but when you start to realize that you can't get the answers until you've communicated with people, and until you actually communicate with people. So you can go through tarot all day, every day if you want to, but the results are still going to be the same, for real, until you take action on until you take action to those people that you're getting readings on, honestly. And I wouldn't even recommend you getting readings on other people, because people will definitely take you off your course. And that's another reason why I keep these videos long, because ain't nobody going to listen to them. This is no difference from reading a book, right? But they say if you really want to put something important, you put it in a book, because ain't nobody going to listen to it, and nobody's going to want to listen to this long reading, just like nobody's going to sit there and try to read a book, right? So thank you guys for watching. This has been the PYTea, the PYTea, which is the right. This is the PYTea. Thank you guys for watching. Take care now.